One Kitchen. I'm Julia. So my birthday is pretty close now, and usually my mom is making a delicious oatmeal nougat cake. It tastes like a caramel oatmeal cake. It is just so good, but now that I am moved into my own apartment, I actually did that about a year ago, I thought it was time for me to make it myself. So I am going to show you now how to make this delicious oatmeal nougat cake. So let's get started. So what I am going to use for my oatmeal cake is some oatmeal, of course, some sugar, butter, some baking powder, vanilla sugar, flour, and some golden syrup. You can also use light syrup or some honey. And then I'm going to use some nougat, of course. And my recipe here is only half a portion. A normal size portion would be for about a whole baking sheet. I'll just write the measurements down below in my description and how big that sheet should be. So you can kind of calculate how much you need for your baking sheet in your oven. But mine is a half a portion today, so I am going to use a half sheet here. So yeah, it's just so you know. But all the ingredients down below in my description is for one whole portion, for one whole sheet. And as I said before, I will write all of the measurements down below to my sheet. So yeah, you might want to calculate because not every oven is the same size and stuff like that. But you'll figure it out. You have to figure it out because this cake, I promise you, it is so freaking good. So first up, I'm just going to mix all of my dry ingredients together, which is baking powder, vanilla sugar, and flour into my sugar and oatmeal. I'm just going to mix this around. Just like that. And now I'm going to turn on my oven to 175 degrees, convention oven. So now I'm just going to melt down my butter in a pot on low heat. I have to melt this butter down very slowly so it doesn't get too hot. And when that is melted, I will return. So now that my butter is melted, I'm just going to turn off the heat and add in my oatmeal mix, like that. And just mix it all around. So I have prepared my half baking sheet here with some baking paper, and now I'm just going to add the mixture to it. And when all of this here is added on, I'm just going to spread it all out. Now my cake is ready to get into the oven for about 10 minutes or until a bit golden brown, and then I'm going to take it out and let it rest for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to take my nougat and cut into some very thin slices and just place on top all over my cake. And after that, I'm just going to cut it out into some small squares. Normally a whole portion will give around 72 small delicious pieces. So this here is going to give around 65 delicious pieces. And when I have cut it out, I'm just going to let it be in my form here, or my half baking sheet, and then I'm going to place it in the fridge for at least a couple of hours until the nougat is set and the cake is cold. You would like to serve this cake cold, so you need to keep it in the fridge. You can also easily freeze it down and take it up whenever you need it. And when the cake is cooled down after those few hours, it is ready to be served. So I really hope you enjoyed my oatmeal nougat cake. Now that it is done in the fridge, you could easily melt down some chocolate and write a sweet note on it and just give the cake to someone else. But this here is a cake for myself, so I am not going to do this. But it is just so good, and if you want to try it out yourself, just go down my description and all the ingredients are down there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel here, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Bye!